Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, guys, depending on when you are opening your laptop and when you are seeing this video. My name is Tilak, and this will be the first of the many videos to come on the journal paper online tutorial series. And I'm making this video for the website called alabelhelp.com. And I'll be soon launching an online journal paper course. So this video is one of the videos of many videos that are going to appear on the website as online journal paper course. My name is Tilak and I'm from Nepal. I did my A levels in 2005 from Burangan school. Well, when I did my A levels in 2005, it was quite okay. The first time I got 3 A's, all A's in my major, but I got U in general paper. That means I failed the general paper. So I had to retake it, and I retook it in October, November 2005. The next time I took it, I got an A, and I got the highest marks in Nepal. That grade was particularly very dear to me. It kind of showed me that I could write something, and my English was not as bad as I thought, or I was quite okay. Since then, I have written a book called General Paper Nailed, and it's in a few of the colleges in Nepal. And I have also finished manuscript of other 3 books. One is my novel, it's called The Humanoid. The other one is short story collection. It's called 89 Tales, and the other one is my memoir. It's called Fairy Tale. And I'm still looking for the agents for representation on those works, but I hope I'll find it very soon. Okay, let's get back to the course. This course will be basically about my journey from U to A, and I will basically discuss what I learned from U to A, or what I did wrong when I got an U, or what I did right when I got an A. So it would be the basic journey about that. Okay, let's begin the course. Let me ask you a simple question, or let's start with a simple question. What is journal paper? The reason I'm asking this question is very simple. In order to find the right answers, you often have to ask the right questions. Okay? And this was the major mistake I usually made. I usually went to exam, wrote the essays, mugged up the big words, tried reading the fancy novels, tried mugging up all the facts and information, but somehow I still managed to fail journal paper. And I later on understood that I haven't understood journal paper correctly. So I'd like to start from this. What is journal paper? I am a guy with a simple taste, so I usually prefer the simple definitions. So I'm going to provide a very simple definition of the journal paper. Journal paper for me is simply collection of 2 essays. So no need to complicate it. It's not word list, it's not vocabulary test, it's not punctuation test, it's not test of your general knowledge of facts, information, figure. It's simply collection of 2 essays. And if you are taking journal paper 8001 in October, November, then it is slightly different. It's collection of an essay with a comprehension passage. Okay, so this is the simple definition how I started learning about journal paper. And now let's start towards the topic. Let's start with this topic, collection of the 2 essays. Okay, so the journal paper is the collection of the 2 essays. Now let's start with another question that's very important you should ask if you are appearing in journal paper exam. What is an essay? As you might have already known, I prefer very simple definitions. Let me give a very simple definition of an essay for you. An essay is nothing but an argument. It's very much like the argument you have with your friends. It's very much like argument you have with your brothers or sisters, your mom. Okay? Or let's say it's like, okay guys, sorry, I just lost the train of thought. I was saying that an essay is nothing but an argument. Okay, let's change the definition a bit. An essay is a formal argument. When you are arguing with your friend, you can say whatever you like. You can say shit or like don't words. But in essay, you have to make it formal. That means you have to write it in a good language, in a formal language. You cannot use slang. You cannot use abbreviation. Those kind of things. So an essay is a formal argument. Okay. Now let me go in a bit of detail in this topic. What is an essay? Let me clear the board first. Okay, I was going in detail in the topic of essay. Let's start with the parts of the essay. I know we have been through this many times. Since we're in grade 4, 5, we have been writing the essay and we know this by heart. There are three parts of an essay. There is introduction, there is the body, and there is the conclusion. As simple as that. Okay, there's another view of looking at the essay. What is an essay? Well, you can simply say that essay is a collection of words. That is a simple and clear definition. Or you can simply say that essay is the collection of paragraphs. Or you can simply say that essay is an argument. Actually, all these three definitions are related very much together. Essay is indeed a collection of words, but these collection of words, they form paragraphs, and these paragraphs they form an argument. So essay is nothing but an argument. Okay, so basically when you're talking about the general paper, it's very likely that you're confusing it with English language, you're confusing it with hard words, big words, and you're confusing with very complex argument. But it's always good to simplify the answer. General paper is nothing but two essays, or one essay and comprehension passage, and I'm going to deal with the comprehension passage later on. So if you want to do good in general paper, all you have to do is write good essays. And I justified the definition of the essay. I said that essay is an argument. I said that essay is a collection of words. I said that essay is the collection of the paragraphs. And I also told you that essay has three parts: introduction, body, and conclusions. This will be the end of the first tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed a bit. I cannot say that you learned anything actually. These are the things you already know, but this is how I usually prefer teaching. I usually prefer starting from the basics and then going on detail in the later stages. Do keep in mind at these tutorials because I'm going to repeat the ideas later on, and I'm going to build on this argument later on. For now, it's goodbye, and I'll be soon back with the second video. And in the second video, I'm going to talk about parts of the essay and parts of an essay, and in particular body of an essay. I'm going to talk about the paragraphs in the body of an essay. Good night, ciao, bye.